Hi guys, it's Jess and I'm back with a new tutorial for you today. I've been getting lots of requests for more tutorials, please. So I thought I would show you a little thing that I'm doing for myself. This is just a piece of art that I've created as it's the last day of May, and I've done the MerMay challenge. This one just sort of came into my mind. This is a pencil drawing that I did. I thought if I was a mermaid, what would I look like? What would I be doing? And this lady, who doesn't look very much like me, came into mind, and I thought it'd be cute to have her holding a seahorse. And so I've drawn this by hand, I've scanned it into my computer, and now I'm going to color it using the watercolor method that I use. So to get started, let's just grab the lasso tool and grab the whole drawing. Okay, and Command C, new piece of paper right here, and we're going to just Command V to paste it on there. Command T allows you to change the size. If you hold the Shift key down, you do not distort the image, it will stay the same. And I'm just going to make that a bit bigger. Okay, cool, press Enter. Now this is your drawing layer. We'll go ahead and call it drawing. I want you to change this to multiply. Your drawing layer is going to be on multiply, and the color layer you're about to do, which we will go ahead and just add that underneath, is going to be called color. That one you're going to leave at normal. So you've got two layers, one that says color at normal, one that says drawing in multiply. Now what you're going to do is you're going to put both of these layers in a group. And I know normally I show you to do a group first. It doesn't matter as long as you put it in a group. So you're going to go ahead and press create a new group and just slide that into that folder. As you can see, they're sort of offset there. The drawing is going to remain above the color layer so that you can see the drawing, because the color is on normal. You wouldn't see it if you were to put color above drawing. Now click on the group and press this icon here, which is the add layer mask. And then you're going to add some texture. Go up to edit and fill and pattern, and here custom pattern. You're going to do gouache light on watercolor, which is usually the second to the last right there. And if you don't have it, go ahead and click this whirligig and go to artist surfaces. That is where you will find this texture, which is a lovely watercolor paper. Okay. As you can see right here, it's got that grey box. That means there's a lot of texture on this paper. I'm going to go to Command L. You can see that just by the picture, how light it became. And we're going to just lighten it a bit by bringing this arrow into the middle of the graph. And as you can see, that lightens up the texture a bit. I will put it there. Okay. Now, on the drawing there, as you can see, it's left this dirty paper mark. Don't want that, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of it by going to the levels again. As you can see, I did select the drawing layer, Command L, press the white eyedropper tool and click anywhere on the white paper, and press again if it didn't quite get everything. That's almost right. Better. Okay, so as you can see, that kind of cleaned up the image for me there. I am going to erase a bit of it, turn off the background layer. I'm just going to erase some of this. There's an awful lot here. So, we just don't need quite this much paper showing. I'm just going to quickly erase around a little bit. Doesn't have to be perfect, I just don't want that much paper texture that might show through. Okay, that's better. And you can always go back and do this again when you're finished colouring. All right. So I'm on this kick of what would you be if you were to invent yourself as something new? So as it's still May, what would you look like if you were a mermaid? So go ahead and make a character that, you know, doesn't have to look like you, but perhaps it represents you. A lot of people know I love horses, so of course, being a mermaid, I would be playing with the horses of the sea, the seahorses. Okay, click the background layer on again. Perfect. Now, I am just going to do some slight adjustments to the drawing. By grabbing the lasso tool, I'm going to probably just grab this eye, and I'm just going to Command T. I'm going to bring it in a little bit just using the arrow key because I feel like the eye is just slightly spread out too far. So you can do that whenever you have something that you're like, oh, I didn't quite draw that in the right spot. Instead of erasing it, you can do it in Photoshop. Okay, let's see what that looks like. A bit better. Yeah, I might, let's see. I might bring the nose over just a smidgen, Command T. I know I'm being a bit perfectionisty right now. Okay, that's better. That was messing with my mojo. I might even make the face just a touch bit more narrow. What I might do is just thinking about the way that my face looks. This is not quite as bit wide than my own face, so there we go. That's better. Yes, okay. Perfect. So I know it left this mark here, but that doesn't matter. When we color it, it's all going to get colored over anyway. But what you can do is just either blend this a little bit, make a small blend, just kind of get rid of that line, or you could do the clone tool and you could clone it, but it doesn't matter. This is just your rough drawing that you're using. So there we go. That's the drawing layer. Going on to color now, and we're going to start coloring it. So I usually like to start with the skin tones. So whatever skin tone you have, you want to give your character, go with. You always want to start from light to dark. And I think I'll just use the ordinary brush here that everybody has, not my watercolor brush right away. I quite like this soft look when you're doing skin. Just going to start coloring. This mermaid has a great figure. I'm not going to flatter myself and say I have a figure quite like this. So the paintbrush is on multiply. A lot of people have been questioning me lately saying, I cannot get my paintbrush to go on multiply. If you look up here, you should be on paintbrush. You should have somewhere that says mode. Click it. There should be, it will be on normal, but there should be an entire list of different things that you can choose. You want to have it on multiply so that the color layers on top of itself. It gets darker every time you lift your pen up and bring it back down again. I'm not sure why people are having trouble with that. You should be able to see it. If you're using Photoshop CC, you should definitely be able to get that as well. This is what I'm using. Make sure you're on painting up here in the right corner. But other than that, you should be able to find it. So I'm just going to hit the shadows. Mermaids are extremely popular right now. And why not? They're cool. I did a mer bunny. That was like my comfort zone. You know, I draw lots of bunnies for my work. But now I thought, wow, let's draw a human. Okay, I'm gonna do a bit of color on the cheeks. As you see, I have not changed color. I am using the same brush and the same color. I'm just adding on top of it, just like you would with a normal paintbrush. You just start with your lightest and you get darker and darker. Okay, let me go for a little bit of blue for a shadow. Look at that, turned it green. Slightly more bluish. You don't always have to use colors that you think you should use, like skin tone colors. Well, you don't always have to do that. Sometimes using other colors can actually give you a better effect. Okay, I'm going to go back to kind of a skin tone-ish area, darker brown, and hit some shadows. Okay, I'm going to bring the opacity down a bit. I'm probably going to give her some fun colored hair. I tend to like to dye my own hair fun colors, so why not my mermaid? First I'll do the eyebrows. No, don't like that. So Command Z if you don't like it. Hold down Control and Command and Z at the same time if you want to do it more than once. If you want to delete more than one thing. Bit of pink on her lips. Okay, I'm going to give her just a bit of rosy cheeks. Okay. Now, thinking about what color I have blue eyes, so I'll start light and then get darker. Okay, and then let's just do some fun colored hair. Let's see, we can go with start with a blonde maybe. Maybe it goes into green. Ooh, that's a bit bright. Actually, I've decided I don't like the green, so I'm going to just Command Z and hold the control down at the same time and just get rid of everything I did there. You can go back about, I want to say 20 to 30 times before it doesn't let you go back any further. But I think I'm actually going to go with more of blonde into peach into pink for the hair. That's the wonderful thing about Photoshop, is you can just change it to your heart's desire. Okay, that's more fun. And then maybe a bit more peachy. And scroll up a bit and go into a pink. Okay, I'm just going to keep coloring this, and I'll speed the video up so it isn't a really long video, and then I'll be back with you in just a minute. Thanks. Okay, now I've got the basic colors in. It's a lot of color. I'm gonna blend it a little bit. So I've got the blend tool, or you can use the smudge tool, which is right here. And I'm just gonna kind of blend these colors in a little bit. You do not have to do this. This is just something I do. And I don't blend everything, I just blend some things that I would like to look a little smoother. I might make it a bit bigger, try and blend that a bit more. There we go. It's kind of fun. Okay. Now I will highlight a few parts. I'm going to go to this little solid paintbrush, and I'm going to change it to normal, and I'm going to do white because I just want to give her like some pearls. And I might just make this really small and just kind of hit a few areas that I think would be cool to have highlighted. Give him a little star. Maybe a little shine in her eyes. Okay. And now what I'm going to do is outline it. So I will speed it up again, and I'm going to be outlining my drawing just a little bit to kind of make the pencil pop. Okay, now I finished outlining. I'm going to go in here and clean up my drawing. Whoops, not that big. I don't erase the whole drawing because I like having the drawing in there, but there's obviously a lot of pencil marks here that I don't need. So I'm going to just go in and take out any that need to come out. And you know what I did? I just went and did a very silly thing, which is I did all the colour on my drawing layer. That happens to me quite often. So in this case, I'm actually going to erase it because I was going to erase the bubble drawing, but now I've gone and coloured it. So that's a bit of a pain, as you can see when you get rid of that. I accidentally coloured on the wrong one. So this is good to see. Even the pros make mistakes. So what I'm going to do is go to the colour layer, and I'm just going to go over this, and I'm going to reduce the opacity so I can see where the bubbles are, but I'm going to colour on this layer. It's a bit big. You know, accidents happen. That's quite a dark blue. So look. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Couple more bubbles. There we go. This little chap needs some more. Okay, and then on the drawing there, I'm just gonna erase the bubbles. I'm not erasing the whole drawing layer, just where the bubbles are. So I've still got my drawing layer, my colour layer. Okay. That's kind of cool like that. I don't think I'm going to outline it. I think that looks kind of nice. I'm just having one issue with the eyes. So I'm going to do a bit of Photoshop magic. I want to make this eye a bit bigger. I'm going to bring it over a bit. So I'm going to grab the color layer and Command T it. I'm just going to move it over a little. There we go. Okay, and the same with the drawing layer. Command T, and I'm just going to move it over a little. Okay. Oops. Enter. And just go back in. Command D, and just clean up this little bit that I did here. I'm going to go to normal and small brush. I'm just going to add a little bit of white. There. And then I'm going to go back and just add a bit more to the eye. Make sure you're multiply. and go to a nice dark. Make it small. So I can do my outline a little. Got that I had that on. There we go. That's better. The eye was messing with me for a bit there. But that's the beauty of Photoshop. You can just work with it until you're happy with it. Okay. Give her a little tiny shine on the eye. Put it on normal. This needs a bit more white. There we go. Maybe, oops, on the drawing layer, color layer. Nope, that's too blue. Must be blue. Yep. Okay. Just make sure when you're coloring you do have it on multiply. That's better. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of fun. So that's my little, if I were ... and this is if I were a mermaid, this is what it would be. Playing in the sea with a seahorse. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I might play with this a bit more, but yeah, just go have fun and create art, and I'd love to see your work. I love it when people send me pictures of what they've done using my methods, and I hope that I've inspired you to go out and paint today. Okay, have a wonderful day. Thanks guys, bye.